potato,
stop.
baked potato. Watch out, it might be hot. I think it's a great song.
Does anybody do the hot potato game with that song?
Nobody apparently has done that. It was just an extraordinary music teacher that must have made up this song that is still in my head 4,600 years later. But
you look good for 4,600 years.
I thank you very little. I am here in the Sunny TV Clubhouse. It is 3 o'clock on this Swatch Watch, and we are here to make it happen on the show that's on in the afternoon, also known by the cool kids as...
Afternoon Delight.
That's right. We got my Sunny Honey here, and we have a Pop Culture Thunderdome quiz. We're going to do Maroon 5 versus Third Eye Blind today. Yeah. And then, of course, we do have Baby Thunderdome just in case. So Mel can get an answer right. Meme it or leave it. We've got Reddit Rundown. Ooh, somebody got left out of a wedding. We're going to talk about it. And Is This News? Mel sent over 3 news stories yesterday afternoon, and some of them are questionable. So we're going to get into it and see if it's newsworthy or not. And then, of course, we're going to finish off today with Hey Girl, Hey, horrible horoscopes. We got Sagittarius and somebody else. Oh, Capricorn. Mom's on deck. So, yeah. All right. Here we go. Pop Culture Thunderdome. Give me some theme music, please.
Pop Culture Thunderdome. Third Eye Blind versus Maroon 5.
Yeah. Next, first question. Which band released the song Semi-Charmed Life? Was it Matchbox 20? Was it Third Eye Blind? Was it Maroon 5? Or was it Goo Goo Dolls?
Third Eye Blind.
All right.
That's like 2 Eye Blind, actually.
All right. Yeah, your third eye is up here. So that means, do you know what that kind of means?
Yeah, your clarity.
Yeah, they're blocking
all the things.
Blocking the clarity. They're blind on the clarity. True or false? Maroon 5's original band name was Kara's Flowers.
True.
Okay.
Thank God they didn't use that.
Next up, which Maroon 5 song features Christina Aguilera? Is it Payphone?
No.
Is it Moves Like Jagger? Is it Sugar? Or is it Animals?
Moves Like Jagger, David.
Okay. Ooh! True or false? Third Eye Blind's self-titled debut album was released in 1995.
True. Well, it was released in 95, but I don't think it was called Third Eye Blind.
You do have Baby Thunderdome, in which you can...
Let's go Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz where Mel can get an answer right! Which band is fronted by Adam Levine? Is it Third Eye Blind? Is it Maroon 5? Is it Train or Matchbox 20?
Oh, Maroon 5.
Excellent. Next up, which band is associated with the album Songs About Jane? Is it Third Eye Blind? Is it Train? Is it Maroon 5 or One Republic?
Maroon 5C. You okay over there?
I'm just choking on my tea. Next up, true or false? Adam Levine has served as a coach on The Voice.
True.
Excellent. Next up, which Third Eye Blind song deals with addiction, but it sounds upbeat? Is it Jumper? Is it Never Let You Go? Is it Semi-Charmed Life? Or is it How's It Gonna Be?
Back then I'm holding it. Semi-Charmed Life.
Okay.
Back then I'm holding. That album is seriously still one of my favorites.
Next up, true or false? Third Eye Blind formed in Los Angeles.
Oh, Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz where Mel can get an answer right. True or false? Sugar is sung by Maroon 5.
True.
All right. Next up, which Maroon 5 song includes a rap verse by Wiz Khalifa? Is it Maps? Is it Payphone? Is it Memories? Is it Girls Like You?
I have no idea. Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz where Mel can get an answer right. All right.
But I think it's Girls Like You.
Which band sings Jumper? Is it Third Eye Blind, Maroon 5, One Republic, or Coldplay?
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
That's
Third
right.
Eye Blind.
That's right. All right, next up, true or false? Both bands had songs reach number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz where Mel can get an answer right. All right. True or false? Maroon 5 is known for pop music.
True.
Okay, excellent.
What if I would have been like second Baby Thunderdome?
Yeah, you can't. Then you'd be disqualified. If you get Baby Thunderdome wrong, the whole quiz is over. So I'm just saying, you got to get those
And
right.
you are forbidden to ever do a quiz.
You
ever
won't be,
again.
and you'll probably be suspended for multiple days, Baby Thunderdome. So you want to keep that legendary thing alive. All right, let me get the answer, Kate.
Ding, 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 bing. I do a different theme song when you go to get the answer.
I know. Well, we know that, but today's was interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
First one you said.
Third Eye Blind, B.
Correct. The song's, this was the Semi-Charmed Life. The song's cheerful sound masked lyrics about crystal meth and using it one of the most deceptively dark hits of the 1990s.
Yeah.
Next up, you said?
True.
It is. Maroon 5's original band name was Kara's Flowers.
Ugh.
Stupid name. They released an entire album under that name before rebranding and reinventing their sound.
Thank God.
Yeah, seriously.
Cirrus.
Next up, you said?
B, Moves Like Jagger.
Correct. Aguilera was also a coach on The Voice with Adam Levine when the song exploded. Next up, you said?
I said Baby Thunderdome, but I think... Go ahead.
No, you got to give me what according to law. What would you
In
say?
a court of law, I would say true.
Well, you would have been wrong. So good thing you went Baby Thunderdome. It's false. It was 1997. That was when Third Eye Blind's debut was released. Okay. The album sold over 6 million copies.
I probably have the CD in my closet.
Probably.
Probably.
Next up, you said?
I said Maroon 5.
Correct. This was the band associated with songs about Jane. The album was inspired by Adam Levine's real-life breakup with a girlfriend named Jane. Ugh, douche. All right, next up, you said?
True.
Correct. Adam Levine was a longtime coach. He appeared for 16 seasons and helped launch multiple winners.
Great for him.
Next up, you said?
Semi-Charmed Life, C.
Okay. The radio edits removed explicit drug references, which helped it become a massive hit. That was the song about addiction. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. This one, Third Eye Blind, was formed in Los Angeles. True or false?
I'm going to say false.
Yeah, but didn't you do Baby Thunderdome?
I did Baby Thunderdome.
Oh, thank God, because you are correct. It is false. They were formed in San Francisco. They emerged
Bay
from
Area.
the Bay Area alternative rock scene in the early 1990s. Next up, you did Baby Thunderdome again.
I did. I feel like it's either, I think it's Payphone or Girls Like You.
It is Payphone,
Okay.
but this is the one that includes Wiz Khalifa. The song reflects on lost love and the disappearance of actual payphones.
Shut up, Maroon 5.
I
Go.
got a payphone in the car. All right. Next up, you said?
I said Baby Thunderdome, but I think it's true.
It is false. Maroon 5 has had multiple number ones. Third Eye Blind peaked at number 4 with Semi-Charmed Life.
Hey, I got 100 again.
Oh my gosh, Ashim is shaking in her booties.
Hey.
Wow. Well, you got to go treat yourself.
Treat
Capybara.
yourself.
Capybara.
Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam.
Hello.
Just in the nick of time, I found it.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time for the boat drinks. Meme it or leave it. First one here. Life was much simpler when we could play a friendly game of Red Rover and just clothesline the people we
Oh
didn't
my
like.
God, yeah, I used to love Red Rover.
Yeah, Red
Even as a
Rover,
kid.
come over.
No, Red Rover, send in, and you name someone on the other team, and then they try to break through, and you hit them in the neck.
Come and get your baked
Shut up,
potato.
number two.
Baked number 2. I'm so done with people who talk to their Apple Watch acting like fake Power Rangers.
Yeah, they're like fake Dick Tracy's. Get out of here. You're not fighting crime, you jerks.
Next up, this is a classic. I bring it up again. Trust no bitch. I love it. That is the best
Oh my
earring
God,
I've ever
where
seen.
do you buy those, Shane?
That is the best earring ever. I gotta find these earrings for you.
Yes.
So good. Next up, we've got 3-year-old in my bathroom. Mommy, can I put this sticker on Daddy's card? Me in bed. Yes. Will he love it? Oh yes. It's a.
Pad. Yeah.
Next up, my mom is really insecure about her Uber rating, so I just heard her call Uber corporate and say, I just don't get how I have 4.7 and my daughter has a 4.9. My daughter has thrown up in 2 Ubers. How is her score higher?
I love this. Nothing like a little family competition.
Next up, I get so flattered when butterflies or bees buzz around me like, oops, sorry, ladies, I'm not a flower. But that's so sweet you thought I was.
That's me.
It's very Leandra. Yes, Leandra sweet. She would be like,
Yes.
yes, I am a butterfly. I love her. Next up, hotel check-in should be at 11 a.m. and checkout should be at 3 p.m.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
Why do they reverse that script? There's probably some logical explanation for
Because they're
that.
busy. Stay busy.
Next up, I'm not saying I'm getting an air horn for slow walkers, but I'm saying options are being explored.
Yeah. Move.
Oh, I would love to
I
do
don't
that.
like a slow walker.
No, me neither. Next up, when the waiter is explaining the entire menu of daily specials, but you're just going to get the chicken.
Yeah, like don't tell me the business.
Well, I always want to know the specials.
I know the business.
And finally today, my coworker told me he got banned from a bar when he lived in North Dakota back in 1973 and did not try to go back for 30 years. But he finally did, and the moment he stepped in, someone yelled, "Get the hell out of here, Dennis!"
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, one place we are not going to be thrown out of anytime soon is the world famous Boat Drinks, baby.
Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
All right. Now
What you got for us today?
We're going to get into it. Addie's Reddit rundown reports. Of course, we have the Am I the Asshole
Yes.
subreddit.
The best.
The TLDR is, am I the asshole for punishing my daughter for not coming to my wedding?
Give me more.
Okay, the daughter is 16 and her new stepmom is 21. Okay. I got married last weekend in my parents' house, which has been in the family for generations. For health reasons, only immediate family was there. My daughter had been calling her new stepmom names like homewrecker and prostitute, and I have been patient with her. I love that it's the opener. She assumes I left her late mother because she had breast cancer. However, I did not leave her mother for having cancer. Nobody decides to have cancer. However, her late mother kept using her illness to devalue me and my sense of identity. She'd criticize the way I was taking care of her, and even stuff like hygiene or the cologne I was wearing. She made me feel worthless, and I felt like she was protecting her own insecurities by saying the smell of my cologne was disgusting because she never made an effort to keep herself up. And despite the fact that I objectively found her disgusting sometimes, I stuck by her until my self-esteem was destroyed. Poor me, poor me,
Tell
poor me
us how
another.
you really feel.
Right. I would work hard closing deals all day. Deals. And 29 or 2 for 50. And be acknowledged for my
Sell.
at my work, yet I'd go home and she'd criticize and nag about every ounce of my being. I met her stepmom when I was in a dark place. She made me feel like I could be myself again.
Here we
My
go.
wife made me feel so unattractive and sexless. And with my new wife, I felt alive and free. Just the fact that she appreciated me and felt physical chemistry with me
God.
made me want to do anything for her.
What
To-
a freaking baby. Shut up, whiner.
I want to provide for her. That's when I decided not to bullshit my wife anymore and file for divorce. Since then, my daughter's relatives from her mom's side have been poisoning her against me. Last weekend, when I and her stepmom went to the site of the wedding early, we expected to see her drive to the wedding later. but instead she ended up going to stay with her aunt. Everybody asked where she was, and that was chaos from my side of the family trying to locate her. As a punishment, I took her car and allowance away and have taken her phone away until I feel that she can learn to be respectful towards someone I very much love. And it will be impossible for her to do that if she keeps having to hear from her late mom's side of the family. My parents have called and said that I was being too harsh. However, even though things are tough, I feel I cannot let a child of mine believe they can just do whatever they want. Am I an asshole?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, totally the asshole here
So
for me.
here's the deal. It's like you tell someone, no, you can't date that boy. Or you can't do this. You
Whiny
gotta
baby.
get along with this person. What are they gonna do?
Right.
Exact opposite.
Right.
And okay, I get it. You wanted to get divorced or whatever. Okay, fine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like the fact that you're trying to force this girl who her mother passed away, obviously, you're trying to jam this woman down this kid's throat. Like it's not gonna work. You have to let things organically happen. Do I think it's appropriate that the daughter's calling her names like homewrecker and prostitute? No, I think that's a conversation in itself. But he also needs to be respectful of her. Like she's still probably grieving the loss of her mom, and the dad getting remarried that's hard on kids.
Well, do you think the daughter's response is more likely rooted in unresolved grief?
Yes.
Or is it just normal teenage defiance?
I think I think it's both. I think it's because kids don't, and even teenagers, they don't really have conflict resolution skills, right? So I think it's kind of both of those things.
Do you think that the child's reflection is like a betrayal on the mother?
That's how I think she sees it.
Yeah.
She's a kid.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
And it's really hard to see. I mean, how might the daughter perceive a 21-year-old stepmother? She's 16. They're close in
They
age.
could play Barbies together.
Honestly, so like, how is she going to take like that? How is she going to take any kind of like parental guidance? I'll even tread lightly there and say that.
I think no.
I think it creates competition. I think it creates resentment and a discomfort. It's just awkward.
I think the way this guy
If he really wanted to marry the 21-year-old, he really should have thought more about his daughter. Period. End of story.
maybe have a conversation with her. How would you feel if you
I
got
think
married?
it's beyond a conversation. I think she needed to create a safety net for her, and she was not safe in this environment at all. That's why she didn't go to the wedding, and she went to her aunt, who made her feel safe.
But like, I don't fault her for not going to the wedding.
I don't fault her either.
Because I don't think whatever age you are, it's like, and I have a real problem with the way that, first of all, this guy just felt very whiny to me.
Absolutely.
Like, shut up.
Absolutely.
You know?
What is it, like the midlife crisis?
Yeah.
And he's in the
I
office and
feel-
meets the 21-year-old.
I feel like the daughter is just in this weird space, and I feel like he just kind of didn't respect that she's in a weird space.
Well, the discipline was ridiculous.
What the hell, man?
She's a grieving teenager. Like, you've got to teach respect.
Well,
it's not
I
something
know.
that's just going to be like, she's going to go to
Listen.
her room and like read a book. Please.
Listen, now she's not gonna talk to you no more.
I mean, yeah, that's exactly my
Taking
next
away
question.
the
Do you
car,
think?
taking away the phone, like,
Do you
come
think
on.
this will genuinely put a strain on his relationship with her for the
Yes.
rest of? Yeah, me too.
I do believe
totally
so.
hear. Yeah, I mean, we're only hearing the father's version, of course, but what details might we be missing? Do you think?
Was a conversation had before? What was the result of that conversation? As far as like him saying, I'm going to get remarried. Because you know what? Think about it. She probably thought, like most kids do, even, my sisters and I thought it, when people are married, they're going to stay married forever. La, 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 because that's what we learn in storybooks and that's what we learn at a young age. I think in the little girl's mind, I'm going to call her a little girl, 16, still a little girl, even though they think they've grown. I think in her mind, this is like a wake-up call, like, oh my God, they're not going to be together forever. Holy shit.
Right.
Her world just like blew up. And like, if you can't be the adult in the situation to understand that, then I don't know what to tell you.
Is a wedding an event that the child should attend by obligation, or is it by choice?
I think, that's a tough one.
I mean, I really think in this story, because she lost her mom,
I
I
think this
really
is
give her
different.
so much grace, and there was no grace given to her.
I think
it was
that-
like that "suck it up, Buttercup" mentality, and I don't like that with this story
I think-
because she's grieving her mom.
I think with the mom dying, it adds a whole different like realm to this story than normal people getting divorced and getting remarried.
Listen, Brian
this makes
thought
it very
I was
different.
disgusting too at the end. I mean, it was just it was a dark time, and when people are declining, they are going to lash out and hold on for any kind of emotion they could possibly give. So I think he needed to give reverence and grace to his freaking original wife. Like,
Yeah, but also too, I'm gonna play the other side
who
of that coin.
divorces somebody dying from cancer? That is such a shitty thing to do,
But
period.
I'm gonna play the other side of
God.
this coin. I'm gonna play the other side of this coin. Just food for thought. Just because someone is in that terminal state and all that, does it make it okay to like verbally assault and abuse someone?
No.
So
There's
Do I-
therapy
do I
services
think-
that they could go
do
and
I
try to
think
map that out.
He's whiny, yes. Do I think maybe did he ever say, "Hey, first wife, I know you're sick and all of this stuff, but do you realize this is how you're talking to me? Do you realize this is how you're making me feel?" I don't think he ever had that conversation.
For better or for worse, what's that all about?
You know?
What's that all about?
I don't know.
Do people really stick to that this day and age? No, they do not.
Because
They
we live in a
literally use
throwaway
once.
society.
They use once and destroy.
Everybody throws everything
Use
away.
once and destroy.
That's
Thank you,
what I
Courtney
think.
Love. Thank you very much for that quote. As mother's relatives are poisoning the daughter, obviously that's one-sided on the father's side.
Yeah.
Are they providing validation for grief, or are they fueling her anger?
I think both.
Oh, really?
Because I think they're doing a pick a side kind of game with her, and she's a 16-year-old kid and doesn't understand.
But again, we're only hearing the dad side of the story.
But I think they're doing both because being a stepmom and being married to someone who was married prior to
Mm-hmm.
with like the ex element, there's always that element where the other family tries to like get in the ear. And I think people agree with me that have been like that have been in my situation. There's always that other family that's gonna, and the kids don't understand, like, it's not helpful.
But no one was in her ear.
The family was the dead wife's family.
No one was in her ear though, other than the family. Like
Right, but
literally,
that's
she
what
had
happens.
no support from the father. Obviously, he's going off with this 21-year-old and having this new, fun, adventurous, sexy life, and she's left there. Like nobody was there for this 16-year-old other than the family. And you're going to gravitate towards people that are going to validate you. And that mom side of the family was validating her grief. They were making her feel seen and safe, and they were obviously.
But I think they were doing it for the wrong reasons. I think they were doing it to kind of take advantage of the situation. Like, oh, well, she's upset and so now we're going to, I don't know how to get the thought out.
Well, I do.
I
Because
think it's like
would
a
be,
pick a side thing. I think
would
that's what
be
they're playing that game.
expressing my feelings. And it sounds like.
Instead of the family, okay. The reason I say this is the other side of the family, and it's hard for some people to do, they didn't encourage like, hey, we'll sit down with you and have a conversation with your father. Let's do this. I think they automatically went in for the like, and they're probably hurting too and upset too.
Of course
But
they are.
I think that they're playing that game that a lot of people that get remarried.
But again,
they
no,
do.
we don't have proof of that. There is no proof
That's
that.
what I'm reading in between the lines of.
Right, and we don't have proof that was actually being done or not. I mean, that it could have been her school friends that were calling her prostitution whore or whatever it was called.
You just did a Teresa Giudice.
I know, but that's
prostitution
where
whore.
that's filed in my brain. Could this situation reflect abandonment fears?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I definitely think that the daughter had like a fear that he was just going to move on in his life and just leave her behind, so she had to pick somebody that was
I
at
think
least
that's
listening.
real for all kids in that situation, whether the parent passes away or not.
I mean, he goes on and on about his sense of identity being damaged. How might both the father and daughter feel that their identities are under a threat?
Wait, again?
How might both the father and daughter feel in their identities that are being threatened?
You know what? I think they both feel the same way, but they're not seeing it from anybody else's perspective.
That's true. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with
Because when
that.
you get, I know, at least for me, when I get angry, I'm not seeing or hearing anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do my thing first, and then I'll hear you out.
So is like mutual understanding the goal in this story? Like,
think so.
Yeah, I think that that's
I
going to
think
take some lot of healing, a lot of time. I think that there was a lot of steps that were missed.
But also, too, I'm going to go back to this. We live in a society, in a world, and I see it every day coaching. So I see it a little bit differently than a lot of people. We live in a society where kids are allowed to speak to their parents however they want. Kids are allowed to say whatever they want, do whatever they want. There's no repercussions because God forbid you use the word no to your child anymore these days. So I'm going to see it from his perspective too. Because people these days, and do not discipline their children anymore. There's zero repercussions for behaviors.
Well, now you sound like him.
Well, I'm seeing it from both sides. You know, just because that all happened, but there's still like I see it every day. I see kids talking to their parents and I'm like, don't speak to your mother that way. But the mom will say, oh, you know, it's just her age. It's not her age. And you see it all the time because somewhere along the lines of like the years going by, social media, you can blame it on whatever you want. But I think old school parenting has gone to the wayside. Because if I ever, no matter what situation, if I ever spoke to either of my parents the way she did, that would be a problem. And my dad got remarried.
I'm not going to sit in this chair and pretend that old school parenting was the way to go because I'm not sure if we made a joke about it the other day. I'm not sure if I was abused in some situations in my life or that I'm just like a hard ass now.
Right.
So I'm not going to say that old school parenting was the actual way to go. Leave it to Beaver. Like, I don't think so. I think people swept things under the rug. I don't think that people really talked about these things. I think communication.
That's where I think the big problem is
really missing in this relationship.
And I think, to be honest, I'm going to go back to, I think her and him are feeling the same way, but they don't know how to express to the other one because they're so caught up in how they're personally feeling. I think a conversation needs to be had. And if she wants to have her aunt there, with her, then have it.
But instead of dipping it into a 21-year-old and like going and gallivanting around, he should have freaking paid more attention to his 16-year-old who is actually going through the process of grief. And we know how deep that can be. Mm-hmm. That's where he should have paid more attention, not dating a 21-year-old. Maybe they could date, whatever, but get married right in the face like that?
Maybe he's just
not right, bro. Not right, bro. Take a cold shower. That's ridiculous.
I wonder how old this guy is.
I mean, seriously.
How old do you think he is? Let's take a guess.
Oh, I'm definitely thinking like
40s.
Yeah, I was definitely going to go like
our
late 30s, 40s area because he's just so whiny. He hasn't experienced life enough. Life hasn't actually like, cracked the whip of like, haha, here's reality.
16-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, he's
really,
going to date a 21-year-old and now get married to them? It's just ridiculous.
I couldn't imagine. Okay, so that whole thing just grosses me out in general because I'm 45. I could not imagine having a boyfriend or a husband who's 22.
Yeah.
That's disgusting to me.
I just find it deeply uncomfortable. And I don't think that again, communication was not driven. Like, he probably was like, here, this is going to be my new wife. 1, 2, 3, ready, go.
Yep,
it's not going to be that way.
Well, that's how, I agree. That's how he made it sound.
I mean, true. He was just like, I'm going to get married, ready.
And what do you expect a 16-year-old girl to do that lost her freaking mom?
Come and get your baked potato. That's what he was like. He was waiting for her to like, okay, daddy, yay.
Yeah. I think in his mind, he thought that's how it would play out.
That's not right. You're raising a beautiful daughter at 16.
Who lost her mom. 16, you're getting ready for proms, all these things. Major milestones you need your mom for.
Absolutely. Walking down the aisle, things like that. Like, you're completely gone. Taking away her phone, her car.
That was so ridiculous.
That was ridiculous. Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
I think the general consensus is
He's
this dude
asshole.
is an asshole. Yeah, definitely. I need to chill out. Let's go to Panache. I need a massage after that mess.
Do it.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo.
That's why the kid does it.
Yeah, there's a lot of parents.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's pivot away from that before we ruin this friendship. Is this news? Mel sent over 3 news stories, and we are going. Maria, relax. We're friends forever. We are going to be the judge and the jury. Is this newsworthy or is it just hot air, like that dad's breath? All right. First story. Walk this way. Walk this way.
Yeah.
For 6 months. So England, shout out Rachel, has unveiled a hiking trail that traces its entire coastline. 2,600 miles of cliffs, beaches, villages, wind, rain, sheep, existential reflection, and probably one sandwich that costs $14. They are calling it the longest managed coastal trail in the world, which is impressive, but it sounds like something invented by a Fitbit with abandonment issues. About 15 miles per day, it would take nearly a half a year to finish, assuming you didn't stop for tea, blisters, or dramatic realization about your life choices. Look, I love a scenic walk walk as much as the next person, but anything that requires packing for multiple seasons, emotional growth, and possibly a second passport feels like a hike more than a midlife sabbatical.
I'm not doing this. So it isn't a trail, it's a relocation plan, friends.
God
Maybe you
bless.
can find a new job.
Yeah.
Let's go for a walk. That should not require a will. Okay? So this actually is news because it's not just a trail. It's a massive public access project nearly 2 decades in the making that opens the entire English coastline to walkers for the first time.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool.
Hover around.
It has a huge economic and mental health implication, tourism, outdoor recreation, and access to nature all in one giant continuous route. Plus, parts of the coast were previously inaccessible due to private land. So this is a major right to roam victory. In a world where most of us struggle to walk from the couch to the fridge without snacks, I feel attacked. The idea of the trail that forces you to slow down, disconnect, and see an entire country step by step is kind of beautiful.
So the big question is, Sonnies, is this news?
Well, the way gas prices are, we're all going to be walking soon anyway.
Sold.
So.
News. Definitely news. Next up,
News.
beef with your brain.
Meat.
A new study suggests seniors who eat more meat may less likely develop dementia, which is either groundbreaking science or the best news Texans have ever received since air conditioning. But before everyone starts gnawing on ribeyes like survivalists, there's a catch. The benefit appears to apply mainly to people with specific genetic risk factors for Alzheimer's. Researchers tracked older adults for years and found that those with high-risk genes who ate more unprocessed meat showed slower cognitive decline. Bacon-wrapped everything, however, is still not your brain's love language. Dang it. Also, nutrition, since science is basically the weather forecast of health advice. 1 week, meat is the villain. The next week is the misunderstood hero. Other larger studies have linked processed meat to higher risks of dementia.
So I'm going to go to my doctor's office. I'm going to be like, Doc,
Yeah, we got to figure
prescribe
this
me
out.
a steak.
Like, what is it? Yeah.
Suddenly, Grandpa's barbecue plate is a clinical trial. So this is actually newsworthy because dementia affects millions of families.
Yep.
My Nona actually passed away from dementia. And anything that hints at prevention gets attention fast. The study suggests nutrition might interact with genetics, meaning diet recommendations in the future could be more personalized, but it's not a one-size-fits-all. It also highlights something important for aging population. Older adults often need higher quality protein to maintain
There it
muscle and
is.
overall health,
Yep.
which indirectly supports brain function. And let's be real, people care deeply about food science, except when it contraindicates previous advice. That's why headlines like this explode. It is confusing, the headlines.
So would you change your diet if a study suggested it might protect your brain?
I mean, yes, but also too, if I was predisposed to potentially genetically getting dementia, then hell yeah, I'd change it.
So what would you give up first, meat or sugar?
Sugar,
Whoa.
I would.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
would you give up?
Probably sugar. Yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
because I like my chickens. I like my steaks.
Yeah.
So this would be more of like steaks, not like chopped meat,
Yeah.
right?
So what do we think? Do we think this is newsworthy? I do. I think it's definitely a conversation because, I mean, we've got a lot of people that are getting older and older these days, and we've got to make sure that we're there living longer and longer.
Yes.
All right. Oh, my goodness. Another steak story.
Oh my God,
It's-
you were hungry when you wrote our scripts.
Meat mania today.
Meat.
Steak, but make it fashion. An upscale steakhouse has reminded diners that if you want a sizzling filet, you must also need sleeves, pants, and a basic relationship with buttons.
Oh, yeah.
Ruth Chris Steakhouse is enforcing a business casual dress code, banning items like gym wear, tank tops, hats, revealing clothing, and anything that screams, "I just left the pool." If you refuse to remove your baseball cap, you might get banished to the bar like a stylish exile. Naturally, the internet exploded because nothing ignites public discourse faster than being told sweatpants aren't formal wear. Enter Chili's to the conversation.
God, Chili's.
Sliding into the conversation like a margarita with Wi-Fi. The only dress code, they've made an official announcement, the only dress code at Chili's is that you have to be dressed. This is less a feud and more like a a battle between two philosophies: dress up for the experience, or come as you are, just don't forget your pants.
Because nothing says luxury like talking about tank tops online. Mm-hmm. But I get this. I 100% get this.
So which kind of clientele would you be here?
I could be both.
Oh.
But to me, like,
When you go to Ruth's Chris, you're going for an
you're gonna dress
experience.
nice.
Yeah.
But the problem is, here we go. The problem is people these days, what happened to, like, if you're going to a nice place, put on a nice clothes.
Right.
People will go, like, in there, and yeah, there are a little, like, couple really cute matching knit sets, but
Right.
that's not like go to dinner.
St. John's knit. Actually, those are thousands and thousands of dollars worth of suits. I will say one thing that did irk me when my sister had a wedding at one of those all-inclusive resorts down in Mexico, and I remember like they had like a dress code like certain different restaurants, and that was annoying to me because I'm like, I'm going to a resort. I'm literally like, I'd wear a suit every single day of my life. I want to go and relax. I want to be in shorts and maybe a polo. Like I could see something like that, but they would not let me enter because I had shorts on. I was like, guys, it's 1,002 degrees outside,
It's sweat.
and I gotta wear like formal full pants and a collared shirt. Like that's ridiculous. I couldn't wear short sleeves
see,
either.
There's like, okay, so
There's got to
golf
be
shorts.
there's got to be something.
Jim will wear his golf shorts with a polo,
And they
he
look
looks
nice. They're tailored shorts.
Yeah,
you
they're
can
not
go to
like-
Sawgrass with
It's
them
not
on.
like he's rocking damn cargos.
Right, exactly. So I really do think it's a delicate balance here. It's a tough one to be able to enforce something like that.
Chili sneak it into the
I mean,
chat.
Chili's was smart. Whoever's on that marketing team, that was smart to
But,
swing in there.
I agree with it because I think every restaurant and every establishment
Has a culture.
they have a culture and they have a right to make their rules.
Yeah.
You don't like their rules? Go eat at Chili's.
Go to Longhorn or something like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something that doesn't have this. But Ruth Chris is establishing a dress code because that's the culture that
And think
they're
about it.
providing for people.
Think about it. They have to put rules in place because obviously people are coming in looking like who did it
Spookarea.
and why.
Yeah, God bless. Well, one place where they don't. Oh, do we think that's newsworthy? I
I'd say
do.
news.
I definitely think this one's newsworthy. Yeah, out of all of them, that's the strongest one, I think. But one place that does not tell you what to wear because wine is what they have there. Let's go to bin 39.
I see what you did there.
39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
Oh.
Truth hurts.
Oh my God. Okay,
The
you
truth
guys.
hurts.
This one. I can't
Speaking
with
of
them.
what hurts, these hey girl, hey horrible horoscopes. We got Sagittarius and Capricorn on deck today. Will they survive horrible horoscopes? Here we go. Saggies. You run from permanence so aggressively that your own shadow has abandonment issues. Freedom isn't your philosophy, it's your alibi. A convenient excuse for leaving before anyone could hold you accountable. Today, the universe plans to slow you down the only way it knows how. A sudden, humiliating inconvenience. Expect to crash into a lethal oak tree in a very
Oh my
public
God, this is
place.
so bad.
Launching yourself forward with the grace of a snarled gazelle, David, jeez, and landing on your face on the steering wheel, chipping your front tooth. Bonus points if Jesus Take the Wheel is playing on the radio.
Oh my God.
Capricorn, here's my mom. I can't wait to do this one for Susan. Capricorn, you spent so long climbing towards success that you've forgotten gravity still applies. Efficiency replaced with warmth, productivity replaced connection. And now you stand at the summit wondering why it feels like a refrigerated storage unit for ambition. Today brings a reminder that control is an illusion. Something small will go catastrophically sideways at the worst possible moment. A misstep, a slicked floor, a rogue curb. Suddenly you look up and bird shit and random random pudding droplets will bless your presence. Contemplating your life choices while checking your dignity is where you left it. You will insist this is just a random act. It isn't. It's cosmic karma feedback. The real sting won't be the shit you slipped on. It'll be realizing everybody in the office is still watching.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Susan. Good thing you're retired. Jeez.
Oh, so crazy.
All right, Sonnies, that's a wrap on this Thirst Trap Thursday.
Hey.
We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived,
Oh,
and most
man.
importantly,
Oh, we survived.
you got that right. We got Friday
Oh,
tomorrow. What
so
time are we
excited.
back on?
9 a.m. Let's go.
And we got Jenna Dennis is bringing a local queen. I cannot wait for everybody to meet the world famous Nancy Cortrano. We're going to be talking about Hastings Cabbage Potato Bacon Festival.
can't wait.
And we are the MCs at the lawnmower race. I cannot wait to have this conversation tomorrow.
Yes.
I love you guys so much. Please hit that share button. We need you now more than ever. Hit that share. We'll see you later, Sonnies.
Bye, guys.
Ew, Mel.